let's see a couple of ways that we can persist data while using the browser. So normally when we end up thinking about persisting data, we might think about files and databases, but the browser itself gives us the ability to do this. So first, let's go over here, let's open up our console, and you can see I have true here. All I'm doing is I'm logging out window.localStorage, and you could access it with window. Or just with local storage. Either way, it's assumed that you're using window. So either one of these things will work. What I want to do is actually let's store some data in local storage. So I'm going to say window.localStorage.setItem, and I've got to give it a key and a value. And so my key is going to be foo, and my value is going to be bar. And once I do this and I refresh the page, if I go back and under my application tab, I can end up getting at local storage. And you'll also see that there's session storage as well. Local storage will persist even when you end up closing your browser. Session storage will only work for that browser session. So one of the things we could do here is that if I went over here and I now change this value and I reload my page, I'll see that the value ends up changing to Baz. And I could even go a step further by console log window.localStorage getItem foo. And if I do that and I open up the console, I'll see that I have Baz, and I can manually go in here and switch it to bar. And if I end up reloading the page, I'll see that it's bar. So in terms of interacting with this object, which is available to you within JavaScript, we've got two methods that we've been able to take a look at: setItem and getItem. And one of the things that's important here is to realize that all the data that's stored in local storage is going to be a string. And we can just see that really easily, even if I put the number 1 here, and I go over here, and I grab this data, and I say type of, and I refresh, I'll see that it's still a string. So the only thing that we could put in local storage are strings, but that doesn't prevent us from taking an object and being able to convert it to a different format and to save it and to then end up pulling it out. And then we'll look at that in the next example.